So from this part, we are going to start retrieving the data from our Firebase database. Now, first of all, what I have already done is removed all of the elements from here and everything from here, instead of just this one, except this one, the database reference to our root directory, because we are going to need this to get the data from the database. Now what I want to do is I'm going to go to the activity main XML file and I'm going to add in a text view. Okay, so once I do that, I'm going to change the ID of this text view to name view. All right, and the text is going to be let's say name, and I'm going to change the size of this one to at least 20 dp or sp, so we will be able to see this clearly. Now the next thing that I want to do is set reference for this one as well. So I'm going to go down here and let's say text view m name view, and again let's just quickly, all right, so you guys may already know how to do this. Now the next thing that I want to do is, once the app is running, once we fire up the app or app runs, what it should do is it should get the value from the database, the value of this name, and store it, show it right over here. So to do that, we have one thing called value event listener, which is provided by Firebase. Now this will be used on our database reference. You can't use directly without the database reference. Now there is one thing that you need to do before proceeding to this, is you need to make sure that you are pointing it to the object directly which you are getting the value of, because if you are pointing it to the root directory, you may not get the value, and I'll explain it why, but later. All right, so first of all, what you need to do is you need to point it to our name object, so we will be able to get the value of that object. All right, so I'm going to just, instead of this root, I'm going to add in a child of name. All right, so this matches right over here. Now as I told you guys, the child is just like this, root slash child. All right, you may already know. Now to retrieve the value of this child, what you are going to do is you need to just type in mdatabase, which is our database reference over here, dot add value event listener. Now you just type in new value event listener and it will provide you with two methods right over here. Now you need to make sure that you include the semicolon at the end of this. There are two methods. One is the on data change and another one is on cancel. Now if you get any error, this method will be fired up, and if you don't get any error, or you get the data, or if the data is changed, this method will run right over here. So to retrieve the value, we are going to use this data snapshot to get the value of that name object. So doing that is pretty simple. I'm going to create a string with the name of name, and we are going to use this data snapshot dot get value dot to string. So we will get the value and we are converting it to string, so we will be able to put it inside our text view over here. So to do that, we need to say mname view dot set text, and the text is going to be name, and we are going to append the name right over here. Now let's run the app and see what we got over here. All right, so wait for it to load. Gradle build running and installing APK. All right, so the app is running. Give it a bit of time to load, and it should be working any minute now. But there is one thing that I forgot to do, and which I already told you. I want you guys to guess it, but let's just do it. You need to make sure that you change the rule, because we are not logged into our app, so we need to make sure that we allow the user, even without logging in, to read the data. All right, let's go to the app, or maybe we can rerun the app. I'm going to close it. All right, now run it again, and let's see. So installing APK and name. Bam, there you go. You can see that it retrieves the name from here and shows it right over here. Now what I am going to do is, let me just change this name to something else. And once I hit the enter button, and let's quickly move it, bam, there you can see that without even loading the page or the app, it changes the value of this in real time. Now that's how you get the value from the database. But the add a value event listener have its own the cons, because you can't use it with a really big list of data, because that's just going to mess it up. For that we have some other methods as well that we will be discussing in later parts. But right now what I want you guys to do is just try out getting a few values from let me just say like age. All right, add. So you want to add in, oops, one more text view and display the age as well from the database. Now I won't be providing you the solution for this because I want you guys to do it by yourself. So that is it for this part, and we will be moving on to retrieve more data in the next part, working with multiple data. So see you guys.